Well, the proverbial winter is upon us. The cost of living crisis caused by a high rate of inflation and low wage growth has pushed millions of people towards poverty. At the heart of this cost of living crisis is the sharp jump in the price of fossil fuels. Consider this. The average price of a basket of fuels in the international market is said to have gone up by a staggering 40% from December 2021 to October 2022. And interestingly, not even the wealthy nations of the first world have remained immune to the worsening cost of living crisis. One of the worst impacted countries, in fact, is the United Kingdom. According to the British government regulator, without government support, an average household in the United Kingdom would have paid $4,079 as energy bills from January, but under the new price cap imposed by the government, called the Energy Price Guarantee, a typical household in the United Kingdom is paying £2,500 per year for energy. But by March next year, the Finance Minister, Jeremy Hunt, has announced the government support for the price of energy will be reduced, and an average household in Britain may have to pay £3,000 per annum to meet its energy requirements. This energy support is costing the British government billions of pounds. The crisis is so grave that without government support, many households in Britain would have to make the difficult choice between eating and heating this winter. But this is just one aspect of the cost of living crisis, because according to reports, almost a third of single-parent households in the United Kingdom have already started skipping meals because of food price inflation. Single-parent households spend nearly 30% of their income on food and are the worst affected during this crisis. They are increasingly relying on food banks to make ends meet. Food price inflation for the month of October was recorded at 16.5%, the highest since 1977. The price of everything from milk, bread, eggs and cheese has gone up. The situation is similar in Spain as well. Listen in to Hugo Ramirez, who's struggling to make ends meet in Madrid.
We have jobs. My wife works part-time looking after elderly patients, and I work in a construction company. I'm a builder. About 1,200 euros. I pay 800 euros for rent, plus utilities. That's 300 euros more, plus food expenses. So if you take that into account, it's not enough to reach the end of the month.
But even the food banks are stretched. The number of people who are queuing up at these food banks has risen sharply in the last few months. Analysts around the world have pointed out at Russia's invasion of Ukraine as a key reason for the sharp spike in prices of fuel and food around the globe. Western sanctions on Russia's coal and Moscow turning off the tap on the cheap gas it exported to Europe are contributing factors. But there's one other crucial factor that hasn't been highlighted enough in this crisis. At a time when people are making difficult life choices to put food on the table for their families, energy companies have made a literal killing with the high energy prices that have been blamed on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Consider this. The profits of the world's biggest oil companies have soared by over £150 billion since the beginning of this year. Britain's British Petroleum has reported a profit of $20 billion, while Shell has reported a profit of $59 billion. France's Total Energies also posted a profit of $59 billion, while American multinationals Chevron and ExxonMobil have posted profits of around $70 billion each. It is for this reason that energy companies are increasingly being saddled with windfall taxes. So while common people pay through their nose to make ends meet, to put food on the table, energy companies are laughing their way to the bank.